Hi guys, how are you? Fine guys. So now we are going to see the fourth session, which is orange color buttons. That is orange color prompts. Okay, these are all optional tabs. We call it as optional tabs. Only if it is needed, we are going to use this optional button. This blue color button, that is compulsory, but orange color only if customer speaks related to that, or otherwise if it is needed, we would like to click that button to inform them something. Only in that scenario we'll be using this optional button. Fine, orange color. Fine. So only when it is required we are going to use it. So here you can see hello, name of the agent. Okay, while you're clicking it will say Jane. Likewise, if the customer is asking what is your name, you'll be clicking this name prompt. Okay, whatever the customer asking as a question or a query, doubt, whatever, uh, the same word will be there on the prompt. Okay, so if the customer is asking from like where are you calling from, already you have where are you calling from. I have a better offer with me. If the customer is telling in that way, you will be clicking better offer. Customer they will be telling I got a call already. That means like you'll be clicking I got a call already. Okay, fine. Fine guys, so now let us move on to the explanation. When to use this tab, what customer will hear when we will use the tab, when we are using the tab. Okay, fine. Optional tabs. Hello is the button, like if the customer is not responding for your prompts. Okay, to find out whether they are there, I know what we will do usually. Am I audible? Are you there? Can you hear me? Likewise, sometimes in the initial stage of the call, only in the initial stage of the call, you can use this hello button. Okay, and initial stage means that is what here it is mentioned as after greeting. Fine, after greeting button. Name is a prompt which is in orange color. If the customer asks your name, what's your name? Likewise, if they're asking Jane, my name is Jane, it will say the sentence. Whatever there here, what information does the tab have? That means like if you're clicking the prompt, the same sentence which is written here, which is typed here, that will be played to the customer. And here when to click the tab. So next one is DTH. So we are giving DTH service for television, right? Like Shaw Direct is the company we are dialing for television service. So if the customer is asking you what for what company you are dialing, which company, from which company you are giving television service. Likewise, if they are asking, you have to click DTH button, DTH prompt. If the customer asks who is the service provider for television. Okay. Likewise, if they're asking about home phone or internet, from which company you're calling for home phone or internet, you can click HP or INT. That means home phone or internet. It will play Zflix. Fine. So now, shall I proceed? Shall I proceed? If it is needed, you can use it. If the customer is asking something and in the middle of that, you are explaining something, and after explaining, you want to proceed further. So you are just asking the permission with the customer. Shall I proceed? Without this, also you can move to the next level. But it is a good manners to ask permission with the customer. And after asking, shall I proceed? When the customer is saying yes, they won't hang up the call. They will respond to you properly. Fine. Reason for call. So why we are calling? Okay, the content that is inside here, you can read it out. Every content you have to read it out, and when to use. Why when we have to click. So that is here. After greeting, if the customer asks, "Why are you calling me?" If the customer is asking, "What is the purpose of call? Why are you calling me? What is this call about?" In this meaning, if the customer is asking, you have to click reason for call. So that time you will be using reason for call button. orange color button. Fine. So where are you calling from? Customer, when they're asking you where are you calling from, you have to click where are you calling from button. Okay. If they're asking for physical location, where is your address, where are you located, if they're asking in that way, you have to click this button and it will say the location address. Okay, address of the company. Better offer, when the customer is telling already I have a better offer with my current service provider, they are using some service provider, they are telling I already have a good offer. Okay, that means you have to tell them here also we are having a good offer, and if you can spend 2 minutes of your valuable time, we will definitely explain about that thing. Likewise, it will save the hard-earned money. Likewise, it is saying the sentence here. Okay, so that sentence will be said to the customer. The dialogue will be said to the customer. If the customer says that already he is having a good offer. Okay, so we are just getting time with the customer to hear our offers also, and if they are okay, they will give appointment. So customer is telling like everything happens through marketing, so many things happens through marketing in Canada and US. So they might be getting calls every day, nearly like 20 calls they will get. That means they'll be thinking like if some other service provider, even if they are calling, or for some other product if they are calling, they'll be thinking, okay, I already got a call. They will say, tell plainly. So you can tell them like already you would have got a call from our customer care department, but we are calling from the promotional department. This is totally different. Customer care department, they will serve for the customer who are already using the service, but we are the promotional department, we reach the new customer who can take our service as a new service. Okay, so promotional department is totally same from the care department. We are promotional department. Okay, so after greeting, if the customer is telling like I got a call already, you have to click this orange color button, that is got a call already. Fine. Customer, on after clicking the greeting button, suddenly the customer is telling call me later. Okay, what you have to do is I will tell you, I will read this first for you. Could you, because this is a different scenario, could you please tell me what is your convenient date and time for the call back? That means this is not allowed to click initially. For example, greeting one you are clicking, customer is telling call me later, you are clicking up to pitch A2. Okay, that time the customer is telling call me later. Okay, both have difference. For example, when you're clicking greeting one, you're asking how are you, they are telling I'm good, and after pitching pitch A1, after clicking pitch A1, customer is telling call me later. You should not click this call me later that time. Okay, because that is very initial stage of the call. But if the customer is okay with pitch A1 pricing, I mean pitch A1 offer, and he is okay with pitch A2 also. Okay. After that, if the customer is telling after clicking pitch A2, customer is also giving positive response, and after that, any situation comes, the customer is telling you call me later. Only that time you have to get the time. Could you please tell me what's your convenient date and time? Only then that is a worthful question to ask with the customer. If you are clicking pitch A2, and only if they are accepting for that, then you can click this one. In other scenarios like initial stage of the call, after clicking greeting one, if the customer is asking for a call back, if they're asking you to call me later, you can just say okay or thank you. You can click okay, thank you, or just okay, that is enough, and you can hang up the call. So the next one is call me later. The next one is channel list. So if you're clicking this channel list button, it will say the major channels which we provide in television service. After pitch A1 or pitch A2 or pitch B1 or B2, after clicking any one of these, for example, you are clicking pitch A1, customer is asking, may I know what are the channels I get? Then you can go for this. Before that, you cannot click this channel list, or otherwise A2, or otherwise B1, or the B2. Any one of these buttons you are clicking in the proper sequence, then the customer is asking what are the channels I get, then definitely you can go for channel list. Free device. So we are giving a free high definition personal video recorder which records up to 300 hours. Okay, so to attract the customer, you have to click this button, free device, and it is also optional only. If you want, you can click. If the customer is okay with everything, he is ready to give appointment, you can understand, okay, the customer is giving positive response, he is interested, he is moving to towards the next stage of the call, then at that time you don't need to click this free device. But if you feel like you have to inform the customer with some other offer or free device related, you can always click free device. Okay, fine. The next one is 90 channels. So customer is asking you how many channels I get. You are going to click 90 channels. The 90 channels that is related to pitch A1 and A2. Okay, I will show you here. So pitch A1 and A2 both are the same offer. This is first month related offer, and this is after first month what is the offer, relating pricing also. Okay, so straight line to this 90 channels, and B1 B2 says about 190 channels, straight line to this one. Okay, pitch B1 B2, then 190 channels. After clicking pitch A2 or A1, if the customer is asking you how many channels, you cannot go for 190 channels because it gives only 90 channels. Fine. So here you can see pitch A1 A2
more than 90 channels,
so it is saying more than 90 channels,
more than 190 channels,
so based on the customer where they are asking, after clicking pitch A1 or A2 or B1 or B2, based on that you can decide which one you have to click. And channel list is here, free devices here. And after clicking pitch A1, if the customer is asking, you are telling like the customer to the customer, like first month service is completely free for you for the television. That means suddenly if the customer will they might ask you, if they are not listening properly, they might ask you for how long, free offer is for how long. If they are asking for how long, you have to click 1 month. Okay, this 1 month is common for A1 A2 for A1 B1. Okay, because A2 B2 it says about pricing. Okay, but A2 B2 it says about the pricing from the second month. But here A1 and B1 it says about the first month pricing, that is completely free. If the customer is asking you how long it is for free, that means you have to click 1 month. And after clicking pitch A2 or B2 or C2 C1 D1 D2, any one of these buttons other than pitch A1 and B1, if you are clicking pitch A2 B2 C1 C2 D1 D2, any one of these buttons when you are clicking, that time if the customer is asking how long this price is for, how long this price is for, that time you have a separate button to click forever. Okay, after clicking pitch C2, if the customer is asking you how long the price is for, you have to click forever. You cannot click 1 month. If you're clicking 1 month, that is not an appointment, that is a fake sale. Okay, wrong commitment you should not give. And after clicking pitch A1, if the customer is asking you how long this free offer is, you have to click 1 month. You cannot go for forever. Then it is also called as fake sale. Fine. Then it is very serious one. You cannot make a fake sale. So understand the process completely. Then we'll be going for a mock call session. Then we'll be going for dialing to the real customer. Fine. So now in the PDF, so the next point is 190 channels. Okay, after clicking pitch B1 or pitch B1 or B2, any one button when you're clicking, if the customer is asking, you can click 190 channels button. 1 month, as I said, like only for pitch A1 or B1. That time if when you're clicking any one of these buttons, that time if the customer is asking how long this price how long this price is for, guys, I need to change something here. After pitch B1 and B2 it is written for 190 channels, that is correct. Fine. 1 month, 1 month is for A1 and B1. Fine, this is first month offer, B1 and A1 first month offer. Okay, that is correct. So you have to click 1 month. It's for the first, it's for 1 month. It will be saying in that way. Let me click it once.
It's for the first 1 month.
Okay, fine. So now 5 features. This is related to C1 or C2. Okay, like C1 and C2, 5 features is related to. If you're clicking C1 or C2, that time if the customer is asking you, only if the customer is asking you, how many calling features do I get? What are the calling features do I get? These kind of questions they will ask. So we have two answers. One is 5 features, the other one is calling features. If the customer is asking you how many calling features I get, you have to click this one. You will be getting 5 calling features. That button. There's 5 features. If the customer is asking you what are the calling features I get, that time you have to click calling features button. So it will say the calling feature. And forever button is like, after telling about, other than pitch A1 or B1, all other buttons like pitch C1, C2, D1, D2, A2, B2, these buttons, when you're clicking, that time if the customer is asking how long this price is for, you can click forever. Fine. The next one is don't you know. I will tell you here in this prompt. So you can see don't you know. So after clicking service A or B, service C, service D, service A, B, C, D, after clicking this, if the customer is asking, this is like asking who is your current service provider for your television. After clicking this, or who is your current service provider for your home phone, or who is your current service provider for your internet, or who is your current service provider for your internet, television, home phone. Okay. After asking this question, if the customer is asking you, don't you know that? Okay, that means the customer is thinking, okay, when we are calling from telecalling department, we should know that. Okay, but we don't have that information, right? Customers deep information we will not be having. What is the current service provider they are using? Only the customer care, they will be having that. Okay, so that time we have to click this don't you know button. The customer is asking you don't you know, you have to click the same button, don't you know.
I know which service you are using right now, but since I'm calling from the promotional department, I just want to confirm it from your side, alright?
So we are just telling them, I just want to confirm it from your side because we are calling from promotional department. That means like we are informing them we are not calling from the customer care department. This is promotional department. Promotional department means they will understand. Okay, that means like new offers for new customers, promoting something new. Fine. So that time you have to click this one. If the customer gets angry and says, that means already you are calling from telecommunication department, why don't you know what I'm using? To that customer, even if they are not angry, if they are telling don't you know. Okay, uh, if they're asking don't you know, definitely you have to click this don't you know button. Okay, this one is why do you want to know. What is the purpose you want to know about that? If you have offers, you tell about that offers. Why are you asking what service provider I'm using? This is what the indirect meaning, which customer tries to communicate. Why do you want to know? Customer might be thinking why we need that information, right? Fine. Here you can see we have different offers for different service providers. If you can tell me who is your current service provider, I can allocate a better offer for you. Okay, that means this is the dialogue I have used in my telecalling before 10 years. That means like I have spoken this dialogue suddenly, which it came across in my mind, an idea, that worked out. So continuously, so many people they started, my colleagues they started speaking about the same dialogue. It worked out a lot. So we made it to happen here in semi voice also. So we are having different offers for different service providers. That means different service providers, service using customers, they'll be getting different offers. Okay. For example, if they are using Bell Canada, they'll be getting some other offer. If they're using Rogers, they'll be getting different offer. Likewise, we are communicating to the customer but this is a tactics for all customers. The same offer only we are having. Okay, but we are telling in this way. If you can tell me who is your current service provider, that means if the customer is telling the service provider, we can allocate a better offer for them. That's what we are trying to communicate with them. Fine. So let us move on to the next point. So the next one is reason for alternate number. Why we are asking reason for alternate number? You guys will be dialing through a technology, automatic dialing. So that means calls will be automatically dialed through the server and it will be connected to you. You are not going to press the button, or you are not going to copy paste the numbers, and then you are not going to wait for ringing tone and all. Once the customer says hello, immediately it will be connected to you. Till then you're not going to hear any ringing tone kind of things and all. Okay, you don't need to wait for ringing tone, whether the customer will pick up or not. You don't need to worry about that. Only if the customer is picking up the call, it will be connected to you. Fine. Now they are asking you, already you have called to my landline number, home phone number. Why are you asking my mobile number? That means if the customer is asking, why do you need that? Okay, what is the purpose of alternate number? Okay, that time only you are going to click this reason for alternate number. I will tell you why we need this number. Already we have a landline number, but manually we cannot. The next department, voice department, they will call through through the manual calling. Okay, through the same dialer, but through the manual calling only. Okay, that time they cannot reach as easy as possible. Okay, it is very hard to reach them. Sometimes if they're in office or outside, if they're cooking, and they we cannot reach them. Okay, so the next levels will not move. So definitely we need alternate number. That is very important. Fine. And this reason for alternate number, getting alternate number, that will come in blue color button, but reason for alternate number, that will be in, you can see here, reason for alternate number is in orange color, but getting the alternate number, that is compulsory button, that is alternate number is here. Okay, fine. Already we would have seen in the last session, blue color button. Fine. So now reason for customer info. Okay, information. Okay, this is one, and reason for customer info two. There are two dialogues. So don't worry, we work under Data Protection Act. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. We are in this reason for alternate number, right? Fine. So now we are going to sounds interesting. Sounds interesting. Customer is telling you something which is positive. Okay, you can tell them sounds interesting. Okay, it is like you're you should not tell just always okay, 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 okay. Sounds interesting wherever it is needed, and at the right time you can use this buttons. This sounds interesting and all. Fine. Reason for customer info 1, reason for customer info 2. There are two buttons here, 1 and 2. That is for customer info. When you're collecting customer info, which one is appropriate to the customer? I will tell you. Reason for customer info 1, it says, it says, don't worry, we work under Data Protection Act, so your information will remain safe and secure. That means customer is worried about giving their alternate number, or otherwise their whether they're paying through debit card or credit card. Okay, so for example, when you are asking alternate number,
May I know your alternate number, please? Like your mobile number or cell phone number? I know I'm speaking with the person who is above 18, but for the confirmation, may I know your date of birth?
so that means when we are asking some information, when the customer is worried about whether my information will be shared out, or otherwise I'm not comfortable in giving this information, that time you have to tell the customer, don't worry, we work under Data Protection Act. This one you have to click. Okay, for alternate number and date of birth, or house or apartment or contract, when the contract is getting end, whether they're paying the bills through debit card or credit card previously with their current service provider, whether they are using master or visa card. When we're asking all these information, that time if the customer is asking you in a way like they're worried about giving information, okay, so that time you have to click customer info 1, Reason for
Don't worry, we work under Data Protection Act, so your information will remain safe and secure.
so we are giving the guarantee. When we are typing, it will be entered in encrypted form. That means like star marks only will be entered when we are dialing in voice process. Okay, fine. And in voice process, the basic agents, they will be telecalling agents. They will be dialing, and they will be connecting the things, and it will be entered in the CRM page. That time we can see, once it is passed to the next levels, they will use encrypted forms. So we are informing that to them. Fine. So that means like their information will be kept confidential, so they don't need to worry. That is what we are giving information to them. Okay, reason for alternate number. So that is a separate prompt we have here, right? Reason for customer info 1 is here. Reason for alternate number is here, because alternate number blue color prompt is here, straight line to that reason for alternate number. Okay. And reason for customer info 1 already we have seen. If the customer is worried about giving information, you have to click reason for customer info 1. And now reason for customer info 2 we are moving.
This package is a valuable one. We are giving free high-definition personal video recorder or a Wi-Fi modem, so the package should reach the right person.
So customer is not worried about giving information. Okay, but they would like to know why you need this information, or otherwise they can ask in different ways, like is this information really mandatory? Okay, if the customer is not worried about the security in giving data security related, uh, if they're in that nature, you have to go for. If they're not asking you in such a way, like they are worried about giving information, that means you have to go for customer info 1. But if they are not worried about giving information, but they want to know why we need this information, okay, that time. And if they are hesitating, if they hesitate to provide, okay, that time you have to tell this dialog, you have to click this reason for customer info 2. Okay, so worried about giving information, thinking about data security, you have to click reason for customer info 1. Reason for customer info 2, when the customer hesitates to provide, or they are asking you what is the purpose of getting this information. Okay, that time you have to click this one. Fine. And if it is a reason for alternate number, we have a separate number. Okay, fine. So if the customer is asking you what is the speed I will get, when I'm taking internet service. So this one is like 50 Mbps means all the way 5 people are using, all people will get 50 Mbps. We cannot think 50 Mbps as a smaller low speed. If 3 people are connecting, all people will get the same speed. Okay, that is a different technology they are using. So and interruption won't be there. So many technology related updates are there. um, Now you can read this one. We can read this one after pitch D1. That means pitch D1 is internet offer. Okay, after pitch D1 we have to click 50 Mbps. Okay, pitch D2 says about 15 Mbps offer. Okay, after pitch D2, if the customer is asking what is the speed, that time you have to click 15 MB speed. Okay, so you can see here you will get 50 Mbps speed, and you will get 15 Mbps speed. It will say that dialog. Okay, after clicking pitch D1, if the customer is asking something relating the speed, you have to click 50 Mbps, which is down to this. And pitch D2, it is a different offer from internet. If the customer is not okay with this D1, only then you have to move for pitch D2. If the customer is telling, I need, I'm using very less internet, so I need just, less than 50 Mbps, then you can go for, after acknowledging, you can go for pitch D2, which says about 15 Mbps speed. Okay,
It's 15 Mbps. You will get 50 Mbps speed.
fine. So that's our relating orange color button, guys. So next, in the next session, what we are going to see is red color tabs, that is negative answer. Like, whatever the customer, whatever we are speaking, the customer is giving some negative reply, like they want to move out of the call. So they'll be telling, I'm busy, I'm not interested, I'm bad, I'm sick. Only if the customer is telling these statements, these words, only then you are to go for red color prompts, otherwise it is not needed. Okay, in the next session definitely we are going to see a red color prompt related. Okay, thank you for today, guys. Bye.